Well, with all that's been happening in Texas, blood has been among the most needed donations. And though we often measure blood donations by pint, First Coast News' Jeff Valent introduces us to a local man whose his donations total has triple-digit gallons. Jeff, this is something else.
It really is, Jeannie. You won't believe just how many. Carol Sharp has been saving lives longer than many of us have been alive. So forgive him if his answers are brief. He's not one to toot his own horn. Besides, he might need to conserve his energy.
So every other Thursday, I come to the blood bank.
He drains his veins, so to speak, about as often as many of us fill up the gas tank.
Just stay real still while we do your vitals, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he's been at it longer than most of us have been driving.
I started donating in the 1960s. It was probably 65 or 66.
Carol Sharp of Jacksonville is 72. He's retired, and he recently hit the 120-gallon blood donation milestone.
The needles don't bother me.
Of course they don't. He's lost count of how many times he's sat in the chair.
I've never tried to figure it out, but you know, you could do the math. There's 8 pints to a gallon.
But he ballparks it at more than 1,000 separate donations. So how would that look by the clock?
It would probably be over 600 or 700 hours that I would have a needle in my arm for, you know, all the donations.
Asked about the current crisis in Houston, you can understand why a guy who's been donating more than 50 years might take a broader view.
You find something that you can do and do it the best you can.
By any measure, this A-positive has earned blue blood royalty status among clinicians.
Not only does he donate every 2 weeks and help out, he's also a volunteer at Mayo.
People like him need to be celebrated because he has saved so many lives.
Another number too many to count precisely, but who knows how many more can be saved if more of us try to follow Carol's lead to bleed.
Keep on going. You maybe catch me someday.
And you know what? You can make whole blood pint donations every 8 weeks, and it only takes about a half hour. As Carol said, he donates every 2 weeks. That's because he donates platelets. That's a procedure that can be done more frequently, but takes about 2 hours. Now, best of all, if you're riding the fence about donating, the folks at One Blood say regular donating can actually reduce the risk of a heart attack, especially among men. So you might be saving your own life while you're at it.